So I've nominated Robert Weatherford for the Not Your Average Joe Award. And to tell you why I've nominated him today, I've got to back up about 5 years. So in 2018, when I started with the company, Robert Weatherford was already fighting stage 4 cancer. See, Robert was one of our original comfort consultants from about 15 years ago. So at the end of 2023, Robert called me and said he was looking to retire and enjoy more time with his family and experiencing more out of life. And we couldn't be happier for him on that journey. Adriana and TJ and I all decided we wanted 2 things out of Robert before he left. 1 was for him to share his story with the rest of the team, and 2 was to make sure that he was honored for this award upon his departure. He's the true definition of not being average. We'd love to thank Robert for all of the work that he's done and everything that he's been part of at this company for the last 15 years, and wish him nothing but the best on this next chapter.
But when I came here, there was hardly anything. It was just a little bitty shop, and now it's turned into this big old huge, it's crazy how it's grown. You know, that's a funny story, and the true story is I didn't even think about working at Parker & Sons. I went over to George Brazil. The guy just didn't rub off on me right. So when I called my ex-wife and I said, hey, this ain't gonna work, we may have to move back. She's like, well, I seen this commercial with this man wearing a cowboy hat. And out of come it was all his sons, and that seems like a family oriented, and he looks about as redneck as you, so you should go talk to him. Met with Paul Smith, I met Paul Kelly, and that was it. Family, it was family. You could feel it. What do I love most about the company? The people. 5 years ago, I got diagnosed with cancer, so I had this surgery, and I was in the hospital for a while. Now, Paul and Trish were going through a lot of stuff at their time, but every week they would come in. Not a week, not a Friday, Thursday, or whatever failed, they would come in. The funny thing is I always walked. The doctor said, you can't walk that much. I'm like, nah, I gotta get back to work, I gotta walk. So I'm walking. When I came back, this is how you know people, that you're at the right place and as a family, and the way they treat you and they respect you and they love you and you feel needed and wanted and all that. Was Trish was walking by Adriana's office, and I just got back in, signing some paperwork to come back. She walked by, she came back, and she said, oh my God, Robert. And I turned around, gave her a hug. She said, I recognize you by the back of your head. I seen your head's walking so much. I know your back of your head like the palm of my hand. So, you know, you gotta love working for people like that. There's days I can go and I'll be fine in the morning, 10. All of a sudden noon comes along, there's no strength. My voice is gone, I can't really talk. But when I'm with the customer and I start talking about Parker & Sons and why this should go, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. Pain's gone, everything. It's a different feeling. Everybody should have goals. I tell everybody, live for today, because today is the present, it's a gift. Don't worry about tomorrow, but you still gotta set goals. My goals right now is to spend as much time I can with my grandchildren, teach my kids. I got 2 of them that are working here as plumbers, and I wanna teach them how to keep themselves motivated, to build memories with them. So if I had to thank anybody here at Parker, I'd say Charlie Coates, Craig Orr, and then Adriana, Chad Joyner, Nate the Knight, the people in the office, putting up with us, Keith Cottrell and Paul Kelly. Paul Kelly and Keith were my mentors. Adriana knows, and Charlie, they used to always say, Rob, you gotta do something for yourself. And Charlie, I'm retiring, so I'm doing something for myself, huh? We helped a lot of families, and that was because of Parker. That's a great, that means a lot to me. Those ones that couldn't make their mortgages, or they didn't have Christmases, or they didn't have Thanksgivings, and that's my favorite part. Besides the family working with Parker, the advantages you have and the things that they can do, that you can do for others. That's what it was. I want to thank Bobby and TJ and all those who nominated me for this. Really, from my heart, I appreciate it, because all I did was go out to do my job. Thank you. Thank you to everybody.